Are the 16 weeks up already? I know when we started this class, it seemed like the 16 weeks would take forever to get here. But here we are, and it went by pretty fast. Going into a public speaking class, you know you're going to give speeches. But an online public speaking class? You want me to what? Make a YouTube channel? It is one thing to give a speech in front of God, but to give a speech and post it on YouTube for God and everybody else to see? Oh boy. That was not my favorite thing. In all honesty, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The hardest part was finding 4 adults over the age of 16 who would sit there and critique my speech and watch me do countless retakes. I am sure my coworkers are very glad the 16 weeks are over. The retakes after retakes because I stumbled over myself, forgot a paragraph, forgot a visual aid, forgot to scan the audience for a second time. All that, and here we are. All joking aside, I did learn how to better put a speech together. And I learned pretty good tips on how to present a speech. I also learned that Florence Nightingale was a persistent young woman who refused to waver in her beliefs. I also learned that she refused to conform to society's standards for her class. I also learned that I can change a dressing all day long, every day of the year, and instruct my patients on how to properly change a dressing and demonstrate the dressing change. I can also give them the signs and symptoms of an infection, of a wound, without a problem. But when it comes to recording that and demonstrating that on camera, not so much. I stumble over my words and forget what I'm doing. I also learned that even though my grandfather died 11 years ago of lung cancer, if I use him as an example in my speech as to why smoking should be illegal, I will cry like a little girl. Does that mean I enjoy giving his public speak now? That would be a negative. I still can't talk. But all the tips that I have learned in this class will help me further my career. So, with sweaty palms and a rapid heart rate, let's raise a glass and toast to our public speaking class. 16 long weeks that were the 16 fastest weeks. Thank goodness we made it through.